the morning steam. It's time to break one for cover. That's gonna cover, that's gonna cash. Then we make the 100-yard dash to the window. I don't know what you thought. It's Ramon Scott running so hot. Sports make money and we make money with sports money every single day. NFL, NHL, NCAA. Stay away from the juice, we might play a parlay. It's the morning steam. What? Ramon Scott. Sports money. What? Wake your ass up and let's get to the money. Get to the money. You know how we do it.
All right, here I am, man. Thank you for joining me here on the Morning Steam Show for Wednesday, September 17th. You wonder when I'm going to get it together. I mean, no wonder I keep getting fired off all these streams. I can't get the right stream. I can't get to work on time. I can't get the right shows. Hopefully, we can get some picks together today on the show. Thank you for joining me here. We got daytime baseball. Just went through a monologue, me and Robert and two other guys probably. Got WNBA tonight. We got Champions League soccer on tap today. I think I said some other sports. We'll preview, review, and talk about today's action here. Thank you for joining me on the Morning Steam Show. Wow. Man, I'm really having some issues here, it feels like right now. Hopefully, they won't bother us getting some winners. Let me say hello. Here's everyone in the chat. Wow, no wonder I didn't have anybody in there. Cash Kane is here and ready to go. Jimmy's here. I should have just said that's what happened yesterday. I did the whole show. Where were you guys? Jimbo is here today as well. Nice to have Jimbo in the chat. Nuke is here. Good morning. Like this video. Subscribe to our channel, Sports Money, here on YouTube. Now I got to get the other video up here so I can see what's going on. Cash Kane says I'm asleep still here probably. Nuke's talking Blue Jays baseball. Thanks everybody. Nuke just said there was no right. I finally made it there yesterday. All right, everyone. Thanks for joining me here. Now I can get going. There's Robert. Oh man. Thanks for finding me here. D Money, Joe W as well. And Nuke, right? I mean, think about, I was always like that perfect attendance guy at work. In fact, I never took vacations. I would just take the cash out and work through the vacations and still never took a day off. Now that I'm elderly, I can't figure it out. Jimmy's here. He wants the Reds already. Let me preview the games. Let me talk a little sports from yesterday. Hopefully you enjoyed our coverage here of UFC, Dana White's Contender Series. We had a fun time yesterday with the card, and we'll have live coverage tonight with Sean Fox here on the channel. But we did have that UFC, Dana White's Contender Series card, including that main event yesterday with Hesher Sosa winning in honor of his dad just 2 days after. How did I not take Sosa after I talked about the story for the whole 2 days after his dad passed away? And, well, he won. And how could I not go against him? I was just playing the odds, I guess. Sometimes you got to play the obvious storylines here. So, thank you for joining me, everyone, here on the show. We'll review a little bit of the action here yesterday with Twisted joining us. Let me call it up here and make sure we have everything going for the contest. We had some winners here yesterday on the show with the Chicago Cubs, Pittsburgh Pirates game to go under there yesterday was a winner for us here on the Morning Steam. We had Horton and Skeens to go under, and yeah, I guess it did there yesterday in that 4-1 win over the Cubs. Did have also a high roller pick winner over at Tony's Picks with that one. We swept the board over there at Tony's in baseball again yesterday. Had a winner with Atlanta and Washington under here on the show in the 5-0 win for the Braves yesterday. Also had a winner here with Padres and the Mets game to go over. We almost won in the first inning there with that one, with the big score there for the Mets as they blasted my Padres 8-3. You know, the Dodgers, probably, I didn't want to say it to a Sharpie yesterday. Dodgers have probably their worst team in 10 years, and the Padres, have a pretty okay team. they still can't catch them. So that's what happens with the Dodgers. Toronto yesterday and Tampa Bay. We had Toronto here on the Morning Steam Show with Barrios there. And we also had the over in that one yesterday, 6-5. Toronto got the win there in that one. George Springer had the big 2-run hit there. Also, we had a high roller play on Seattle over at Tony's Picks. They blasted Kansas City 12-5 there yesterday. Is the Mariners won again for the 10th straight time. They're rolling here right now, these Mariners. Baltimore on the show yesterday. We had Baltimore over the White Sox. They held on for that 8-7 win. Dylan Beaver's RBI triple and a 2-run home run. And that one, Beaver time yesterday for the O's there. Also, Yankees and Minnesota. We did have a pick here with the Win Club yesterday on the over with the Yankees and Minnesota. Yankees built that 10-1 lead and held on to win by 1 run. They've won 15 of their last 22. Milwaukee gets the win on the run line. We had them yesterday here with that victory as Milwaukee proved best 9-2 over the Angels there yesterday. Christian Yelich, a home run and a 2-run double for Milwaukee. Angels have lost 9-12. We also had a Win Club winner on the over in that game. Also a Win Club winner, Cincinnati and St. Louis game to go under yesterday. McGreevy dealt there over Abbott yesterday. Good performance there for McGreevy. 7 innings, no runs. Also, we had a high roller pick winner there with Houston over Texas. Houston got the win there 6-5 in that one. We had Houston. Also, winner here on the show yesterday, San Francisco and Arizona game to go over. It was 5-5, but Arizona ends up getting the win there 6-5. We also had Arizona with the Win Club there last night. And Philly and LA, hey, we had the over in that one with Philadelphia actually winning that one, right? I thought the Dodgers were going to punt. We just went with the over.
Final.
Phillies get the win there, and a great game. Ohtani, 5 no-hit innings. Dodgers can't figure this guy out because they have no bullpen. He goes 5 no-hit innings. They have to pull him out. I've been saying the whole time, this is your relief pitcher. What are you doing? You could use him way more effectively in the bullpen role, maybe even in the closer role. The Dodgers bullpen is terrible. They always have solid starting pitching, and then you got to pull Ohtani half the time. Now they're saying, oh, we're going to put him in the outfield too come the postseason. He's going to play like 5 positions here probably. Brad Marsh 3-run home run, Kepler home run. Dodgers bullpen gave up 6 runs in the 6th inning right when he left the game because they're a mess. They are a mess, are the Dodgers, and they're still going to be able to beat the Padres. All right. WNBA, I couldn't find any winners yesterday, but the home teams even up the series. Indiana with the win over Atlanta. Atlanta was a no-show with 60 points, and Las Vegas beat by Seattle with that great rally late. Seattle wins it over Las Vegas and snaps that 16-game winning streak. Seattle evens the series. Those games are going to a third game, a third and deciding game there with those, and we'll have the other matchups here today as well. Continue on in the comments here, saying hello to Shannon Moore. Nice to see Shannon there. Action Jackson's ready for his football weekend already. Trevor Davis, nice to have you here right now. Let's get together and make some money. All right, appreciate everyone here getting ready for us with us here on the show. All right, we'll get right to the previews here in just a moment. But first, I want to invite everyone to join me over on the Win Club. You can get more winners from me here every day when you join me with the Win Club over at winnable.com. This is how you support us here on the channel by subscribing to this extra content. I'll send you out information and winners every day for just 50 cents a day when you use the promo code STEAM. I did have that winner in overnight action in China in NPB baseball with the Yokohama Bay Stars of the winner over the Chunichi Dragons there last night. brought home at least that winner there. We also had Junzhen Shang over Zuzu Bergs over there in China as some tennis action here overnight. We also had O'Connell minus $1.10 over Hallies, and also Lerner Tien. We got it done there. I believe he won it by 3 games. Oh, that was a push. Okay. 2-0-1 with the tennis picks here overnight. So, all right. Appreciate it, everyone. And thank you for getting together with me here. And we'll get started on the previews in Major League Baseball because we've got daytime action here today. All right. Use that promo code STEAM to save 20% off all premium pick packages.
It's your boy, Mikey Money. I'm inviting you to join the Sports Money crew on Winnable. Get all of our premium best bet selections.
For a low monthly cost, you get the very best bets delivered instantly to your phone by text the moment they're locked in. No delays, no missed lines, just the smartest plays at the best odds.
We do the work, you get the plays sent straight to your phone right when you need them.
Don't wait, don't guess, don't miss the line. Join the winning team today and start cashing tickets with Winnable.
All right, fam. I had to wait and get that one in there and appreciate it. Get ready to go here on the show. We got daytime action here starting at 12:35 Eastern and 9:30 Pacific with the Cubs taking on the Bucks here today. The Cubs on the road here, $1.50 or so. We've seen some steam actually come in here on the Pirates here just a short time ago. Does that make you interested here on the Bucks today with Oviedo here? You know, Cubs, Boyd has had some struggles here of late for sure. Not looking good here recently for Boyd, despite a 3.05 ERA and a 1.07 WHIP. Boyd, past 5 starts, been getting rocked pretty good here, actually. And Oviedo has been a much better pitcher at home this season. So we'll see here. I'm going to update the price for sure. With the Cubs favored down to $1.40 or $1.45, no matter how you look at it. It's a pretty big move here today. Total 8 under 20 as well. There you go. Take a look at that move, 15, 20 cents, maybe even more here today with this matchup for Boyd. 29 starts, a 3.05 ER, as I said, but he's just 14 and 15 so far this season with the Cubs. Meanwhile, Oviedo, 6 starts, 2.81 ERA, 1.69 WHIP. Problem is the Pirates aren't hitting either. Oviedo does have a 176 batting average against, but the Pirates have been, struggling at the plate for sure. But Chicago, their situation, you look at the standings here right now with Chicago, best record out of the wild card teams. They're well clear. They're probably locked in to 4th place. I don't think they're going to catch Milwaukee. Probably won't fall behind those other 2 teams either. They've still won 3 in a row coming in. So, oh man, I really want to consider the Pirates here in this one today with Boyd having, some struggles. You don't want him being roughed up a little bit heading into the postseason, but he hasn't been perfect, that's for sure. Let's see. Action Jackson says, you know what? That's a discount now, and I think that's fair to say. Robert likes the Pirates. Jimbo likes the Pirates here as well. Shannon says, Pirates team total over. Maybe the Bucks will get that offense going here today. And on the run line right now, they are minus $1.40 here in this one. I'm just going to take the Bucks here on the money line today. Give me the Pirates over the Cubs today. I was thinking about maybe for premium for the Pirates, but with this value gone here, likely, like I said, that's a 20-cent, 25-cent move already on Pittsburgh, mostly because of that steam that came in. So, okay, we'll pop it up here and see who else. Fernando's on the under and Robert's on the under as well. You gotta like the under, don't you, in this one? maybe I should just go with a double play here on our early game here today. I like the under with you guys here. So Robert thinks it'll go down even lower here. All right, I'm down with it too. But I'll take the Pirates here right now in this one. Probably send it out here in a premium is what I think I'll do. I like that under. Okay, that's how it works. That's how I think, and that's how my picks go about here. Let's move on with the Reds on the road taking on the Cards here. You got Brady Singer coming into this one for Singer here right now. A 29 starts, 3.94 ERA, 1.24 WHIP, 235 batting average against for Andre Palante. Comes in here with 29 starts, 6-14. The Cards are 11-13 with Palante on the mound. He's got a 5.34 ERA. Singer much more solid here of late. Cardinals are struggling at the plate really over the last month or so, barely hitting over 225 right now. Singer's been very, very solid over his last several starts. The ERA under 2.5. Meanwhile, Palante, he's been getting shelled. Let's face it, ERA close to 7 over his last 5 starts. So let's see what you have here in this one with Cincinnati taking on St. Louis here today. Go to the chat and get your plays in this one here on a Wednesday. And see what you guys got here. It's going to be, let's see here. Justin's in the chat. Didn't need him to wake me up today. And Cash Gain says the Reds play a little bit better here when Oviedo is on the mound. For Cincinnati here, they have lost 11 of their last 15 on the road, but the Cardinals have lost 6 of their last 8. Justin likes Boyd's strikeouts today. Shannon likes the Reds here. Justin likes the Reds. Jimbo likes the Reds. A lot of Reds here. Action Jackson says they can get to Palante. Reds have gone under in 6 of their last 9. 7 of the last 9 meetings between the two teams have gone under when playing here in St. Louis. St. Louis has gone under in 5 of their last 7 games at home as well. So, all right, I think you got to try the Reds here with Singer on the mound in this one over Palante. I'll go with the Reds here. Right now, the Reds are feels like the Reds are the team of these two. The Cardinals are now 4.5 back here right now, and the Reds are just 3 games back. They do have to leap over here, at least Arizona, which has moved to just 1.5 games back, or still 1.5 games back of the Mets. Mets have actually won a couple of games here to keep things kind of alive there for their playoff hopes. They need to wake up here right now and hang on to that wild card spot. All right, I'll take Cincinnati. We'll preview them all today on our baseball card, but we'll be dropping these teams by the weekend. Baltimore taking on the White Sox here in this one for the O's. It'll be Tyler Wells here for Baltimore, and Wells so far, since returning from injury, has been okay, I think, right now. It was over for the season. Wells, 2 starts, 2.31 ERA, 1.38 WHIP. He's looked solid here with a 0.6 WHIP, 146 batting average against. For Perez here, 1-5 record, 3.27 ERA. He's been very, very solid. 188 batting average against in his 9 starts so far. So for Perez, he's also had pretty good numbers here right now. Chicago hitting over 250 over the past month. Orioles hitting just under 235 over the past month here right now. It feels like the White Sox have been pitching pretty well here of late, but man, Baltimore, they can struggle on the road as well. Let's see what you guys have in this one with Baltimore and the White Sox today. Orioles for Jimbo, Orioles money line and under for Cash Kane, and Bobby Mack likes the Orioles here as well. They're $1.20 or so right now, and the total is 8.5. Maybe it's even 8 over right now. It definitely has gone down here, and I don't. I think that's probably the right move. We'll call it 8 over 20. Maybe Orioles 120, 8 over 20. Give me the under here in this one with Baltimore and the White Sox. Now that it's 8 for the most part, not getting the best of it, I'll try the under here in this one. Jimmy's on the White Sox on the run line. Next up, the Giants are on the road taking on the Diamondbacks. Justin Verlander on the mound against Brandon Pfaadt. For Verlander here, 26 starts, a 3-10 record so far, 8-18 for Verlander. Are the Giants 4.01 ERA, 1.38 WHIP. 317 BABIP Pfaadt. We know he's been not great, but you know what? He's 13-8 this season. Although Arizona's 15-15 with him, 5.31 ERA, 333 BABIP. So he hasn't been good either. We know that. But you know what? They do win with him on the mound a little bit more frequently than with Verlander here. But maybe you could like Verlander in this type of spot. But San Francisco right now, over the past week, they've been awful. They can't even hitting barely over 150 as a team here this week. Diamondbacks, meanwhile, hitting close to 275 in that same span here. So, but actually much better at home than on the road for sure. And the Giants are, nothing special on the road. So let's see what you have here in this one. San Francisco taking on Arizona. Arizona's won 5 of their last 6 and 6 of their last 7 at home. San Francisco's dropped 5 of their last 6 and 4 of their last 5 on the road. Let's go to the chat. Seems obvious here, doesn't it? All right, let's see here. Cash Kane says Verlander has Giants' first 5. Verlander's been on a heater. He says here of late. And Pfaadt's terrible, says Cash Kane. Action Jackson was on the O's back there. Justin says got Rafe Devers over 1.5 total bases. Nuke Worker says what I'm thinking. Arizona's found a way somehow here in this. This is a key game, no doubt. With Arizona leading the Giants by 1.5 games. Right now, the Reds also 1.5 games back, but Arizona's the team with that 4-game winning streak here right now. Cash Kane likes the over. Nuke likes Arizona. Robert likes the over, and Shannon likes the over here as well. So, all right, I'm going over here in this one with San Francisco and Arizona, but I like what you guys, I think you know what I'm talking about here. I don't think I could be on Verlander here, but this is actually a spot maybe for him here. Jimmy's on the Diamondbacks with us here. All right, next up, we've got the Braves on the road here taking on the Nationals with Waldrop here going in this one for Houston Waldrop so far. 8 games, 2.78 ERA, 1.17 the whip coming in. He's up against Brad Lord here for Washington, 5-8 record, but the Nationals are 9-7 with Lord pitching a 4.21 ERA, but a 3.01 BABIP coming in. The widely reported steam, though, did come in on Washington here in this game. Atlanta, they've been hitting pretty well, over 250 over the last week. Meanwhile, the Nationals hitting under 225 over the same span for the most part. Lord really has been getting shelled pretty hard here. And, well, Waldrop continues to be extremely effective. But price here right now, $1.45, total 8.5 here in this one. Let's see how you guys have it today with Atlanta and Washington here with Jimmy's on the Nationals today with the over. Robert likes the over here as well. And Stop Geo, good morning. Nice to have you with us in the chat today. I got to go with Atlanta in this one. Steep price. I'll just make it my play here on the show at $1.45. But Waldrop far better than Lord here right now. And we'll see. But, yeah, I'm not sure I trust the runs necessarily in this one either. I'll probably think that we'll get some pretty okay pitching here out of this group. Washington really struggles in these day games here. So could be Atlanta in this one. Cash Kane liking that under for sure. Next up, we've got the Guardians here on the road taking on the Tigers, and Flaherty on the mound for Gavin Williams and Cleveland, 10-5 record, 3.16 ERA, 251. BABIP coming in 214. Batting average against for Flaherty here, 8-13 record. Tigers just 9-20. We've talked about it all year. They just for some reason, no run support for Flaherty, and he's not great. 4.69 ERA. He's definitely declined here a little bit, feels like, this season. Guardians won the first one, however. Flaherty, 309 BABIP coming in for Cleveland here. They've won 5 straight. Detroit's lost 4 of 5. 7 of the last 8 games for Detroit have gone over, but 6 of the last 9 for Cleveland have gone under here right now. And we'll see what you guys have in the chat here with Cleveland struggling here at the plate over the last month, not even hitting 215 right now. Meanwhile, Detroit over the last month at least hitting close to 250 here right now. But Williams has been pitching pretty well here of late, and the bullpen's been very, very solid right now. And Detroit's been a little bit shaky, actually, in these spots. Let's see what you guys have here. In this one, Guardians for Justin. He's got Quan here over in his total bases. Roberts on Cleveland here as well. And I don't mind that. Right now, the current situation for the Guardians, they're on the outside looking in, but with the 5-game winning streak, they've closed to within 2.5 games of Boston here. Cleveland's won 9 of 10. Boston's lost 6 of 10. So Cleveland's hot, and they're on the heels of these teams. Detroit's in a pretty good spot here. I think they'll be able to hang on for the division. For sure, but right now, I mean, they got Seattle on their tail as well, trying to pass them up for number 2 right now, because it feels like the Blue Jays with a 4-game lead over Detroit in the standings, atop the standings there in the American League. So I like Cleveland here in this one. Give me the Guardians here as an underdog today against Detroit for sure. Nuke's on Cleveland, Jimmy's on the Tigers though, and maybe Cash Kane says maybe Guardians run line here. All right, let's keep it going here right now with the Athletics on the road taking on Boston in this one. For the Athletics here, Mason Barnett so far, 3 starts, an 8.5 ERA, and a whip close to 2. Hasn't been good, that's for sure, but just 3 starts so far, but a 405 BABIP. He's gotten shelled, actually. But the move has been on the Athletics. The steam came in on the Athletics. Boston's down to $1.50 at some books. $1.65 is the high price here, so about a 10-cent discount, if you will, on the White Sox today here. For the total, it is 9, maybe 9 under 15, a slight move. Let's call it 9 flat. The steam came in on the over, but let's see what you got here with the Athletics in Boston. It feels like the Sharps are on the Athletics here, but I wouldn't want any part of them, it feels like right now. Even though the Athletics here are on a 5-game winning streak. Boston's lost 9 of their last 13 at home, but you got Giolito in here going. 3.31 ERA, 10-4 record, and the Sox are 16-8 with Giolito on the mound. I probably could be a fool here, try to fade the Sharps, it feels like. But, man, I can't do it here this time. A's are hot, no doubt about it. I mean, they got it done there yesterday as well on the road there. But, can you do it against Giolito too? Oakland? Man, really? All right, let's see what you got. Boston's gone under in 6 of their last 7. Oakland's gone under in 6 of their last 8. And 6 straight meetings between these two teams have gone under. Let's see what you got in the chat, because I'm worried now. I mean, what are these Sharps thinking here today with Barnett? Is he just going to turn in his career performance here today? Giolito's been hot over his last 5 starts, and ERA barely over 2 here right now. What do the Sharps know today? Here we go. We've got I think Bobby's on he was on Cleveland over there. Jimmy's on the Red Sox here in this one at minus $1.50. Justin says he'll take the over in this one. Robert's with those Sharps. He loves the steam here with the Athletics today. Sometimes they do get it done, right? These guys have the power. Nuke says the Sox are all of a sudden not looking as good here in this one. Man, I'm going to be the fool here. Mike says go ahead and lay the lumber at $1.65. I almost want to lay the run line actually in today's game, but the problem is Boston's bullpen, right, and their closer. I mean, this guy is a league-leading 9 blown saves this season and keep letting them keep coming back, it seems like, here right now. So that's kind of the problems that Boston is having right now, but they should be much better here. I'm still going to go with Boston on the run line against my better judgment. It feels like I should trust the Sharps in this one. The computer here is blowing up. The algorithm saying this is the A's spot today, but man, I just can't come on the YouTube here and say take the A's just because. I mean, there's nothing. I'll give it to you. I mean, the A's have great offense, up and down for sure, but they have the young power and talent here. They showed it again last night. So, all right, I'll just take Jimbo went with the under in this one. I'm going to take the Red Sox on the run line. All right. Blue Jays taking on the Rays here. Kevin Gausman going 29 starts. 3.44 ERA, a 1.0 whip for Seymour here. Ian Seymour so far, 16 appearances, 3.16 ERA, just 3 starts so far, but 1.12 whip, 290 BABIP. The left-hander comes in to this one. Widely reported steam came in on the under here. Toronto has won 6 straight coming in, but still this has been a problem against Tampa Bay, but so far maybe not in this series, right? The Blue Jays won the first 2 to kind of shake off that poor streak that they've had against Tampa Bay. Now Tampa Bay's lost 5 straight at home and 6 of their last 7 games coming in. So, sometimes you do look at that series history, but when you got a hot team like Toronto right now coming in and doing so well, does give you pause here. They are favored on the road at minus $1.25. The total's down to 7.5 here overnight. Let me update the total here. Even 7.5 under a little bit right now. All right, let's hear from the chat in this one with Gausman and Seymour. All right, Jays for Justin. SF Niner says the Rays got to win a game. Got to win a game here eventually. They've faded. I heard someone last night. I don't think it was our show. I think it was maybe a national show talking about the Rays and their potential play. They're done. I mean, come on. They've lost 3 straight, lost 8 of their last 10. They're 9 games out. I mean, they're done. They're done ski. Pretty much here right now. And Toronto, like I said, they're only 4 games ahead of the Tigers, and here comes Seattle. So, all right. Let's see, Tampa Bay here for Cash Kane. And Jimbo says Blue Jays here. Nuke says the Jays are big-time value here in this one. Shannon likes the over here. I like that move, Shannon. I like the move to the under, I'm afraid. Robert's on the Rays here today as a dog with Seymour. Fernando likes another over here. Man, this is September baseball. We're kind of all over the place. I'm all over the place, obviously. D-Money on the Jays here. So, all right. I'm going to take the under in this one, kind of going against the chat, I guess, here. But give me the under with Toronto and Tampa Bay. I'll follow that steam here. You guys are getting the best of the price, but I'll play the move at 7.5. All right, Padres have been a pretty weak here. They've even made the Mets look good here so far. Mets got that first win of the series there with that big first inning, and now you got David Peterson in here, 9-5 record, 3.77 ERA. At least Peterson's in here, a bit of a veteran. But like I said, the Mets have been going with young starters, just at the wrong time. Feels like, but 3.77 ERA, 251 batting average against for Pivetta. Uh, you know, uh, about as solid as they come for the Padres right now. 13-5 record, 2.78 ERA, 0.95 WHIP, and maybe he could be the Padres stopper because Michael King wasn't. Padres here have lost 5 straight games against the Mets on the road. The Mets have still lost 8 of their last 10, but Mets have gone over in 8 of their last 12 games at home. Padres have gone over in 8 of their last 11 games on the road. I would expect we'll get some better pitching here tonight from the Padres anyway. Pivetta over his last 5 starts has an ERA barely over 2. And Peterson's actually been getting hit pretty hard here of late. Last 5 starts, ERA close to 6.25. So Padres have that stellar bullpen for sure. And man, they better win this one. I'm probably going to take the under, but let's see what you have in the chat. With Mets here for Justin. Mets team total over for Justin. Cash Kane on the Padres. Jimmy's on the Mets here. And let's see here. Cash Kane, he says Pivetta will get the job here, get the job done. Nuke says still can't go back on the Mets here. And Sept Diner watching that tennis action. Robert likes the under here in this one. I do too. Give me the under as my pick here on the morning Steam show. Give me the under with Padres and the Mets today. All right. We just saw Towson beat Lease there. Just a final in there in tennis. I think Fernando's on the under here as well. Looks like the stock market's blowing up a little bit, so maybe it'll be a good day today. Mariners and Royals here right now with Miller. Here going, Bryce Miller for Seattle, 25 starts, a 4.88 ERA. For Miller, 5.59 ERA, 1.37 WHIP, 260 batting average against for Cole Ragans here. 10 starts. We've got Ragans back here, 5.18 ERA coming in, 1.24 WHIP, 385 BABIP for Cole Ragans. Seattle has won 10 straight. They've won 12 of their last 17 against Kansas City. Is today the day for Kansas City? The widely reported steam did come in on the over here. Kansas City is up to $1.25 or so. So Seattle 10-game winning streak, but the move is to the Royals here right now, and the total is 9 under 20. It's gone up, but kind of funny there, right? Royals here, $1.25 favorite, despite the fact that those Mariners right now are on this massive heater with Cal Raleigh setting that home run record over Mickey Mantle for most home runs ever by a switch hitter. He beat Mickey Mantle's record, for crying out loud. I agree with what Sharpie was saying on the show. Cal Raleigh will not win the MVP because he's not in New York and Judge is. But Cal Raleigh, when you're doing this as a catcher and you're pretty good at it, and that's been a big season for Cal Raleigh. He really is a superstar. Maybe could Seattle ever get anything done in the postseason? Right now, the sitting here, going to win this division title, I'm sure. Look, they're tied with the Astros right now, or basically a half a game ahead of them, but feels like all the momentum right now riding with Seattle. Still, this feels like it'll be a tough game today because Kansas City comes in the last month or so, they're batting about 235. Ragans here, making his return from a shoulder injury. How much will he have? What will he have here in this one? Seattle's bullpen's been pretty strong here of late. So let's see what you got in the chat. And it's going to be 9 legacy here today. Red Sox run line, Mets run line, Tigers run line. And SF Niner says, are the Giants done, or they have life? They have life, but they better win today against Arizona. This is where they've lost 4 in a row, but Justin says Mariners over in this one. 9 Legacy says Mariners as well. Cash Game says this one will be a wild one. D Money likes Seattle on the run line. And Jimmy's on the Royals here, and Shannon's on the Royals on the running. A lot of Royals support, ready to end that winning streak. And it feels like, like I said, the move is on the Royals of all things. Fernando, first 5 over here. And Nuke is on the Mariners right now. All right. I'm going to go with the over in this one with Seattle and Kansas City. Give me the over here with these two. I think for me, Seattle's gone over in 6 of their last 7 on the road. Kansas City's gone over in 4 of their last 5 games, and 15 of the last 20 between these two have gone over. So give me the over in this one, Seattle and Kansas City. I'll chase that steam. All right. Mariners are on a mission. Good morning to Mikey Money. I already screwed up his show today. I've screwed up this whole channel too. I'm lucky I'm still here on the Sports Money Network. The only channel that'll have me. All right. Let's keep it moving here right now with the Yankees on the road taking on Minnesota with Luis Gil going here in this one for Gil. Comes in with 2.83 ERA in 8 starts, 1.4 whip, 254 batting average, 210 batting average against, 254 BABIP. Been pretty good here, but for Taj Bradley, 4.88 ERA, 1.29 whip. Hasn't been a great season for Bradley, but he got dealt over here to Minnesota, and well, what can you say? He got traded from wannabe to wannabe here, it feels like at this point. For the Twins here right now, Bradley's been really getting rocked here of late. Last 5 games, ERA close to 7.5 right now. Yield's been hot, actually. They're down to $1.55 here. It's definitely a manageable price for the Yankees today. Look, they've been struggling in the bullpen too. They've really got only one guy who's getting anything done as well. They almost blew that lead yesterday against these Twins. Total 9 over at -115. So I think it is a manageable price, at least for the Yankees for once. But man, we lost with them yesterday on the run line. If you want to take it down, you pretty much got to get on the run line. But Minnesota has really gotten rocked in some of these games. The Yankees should smash these guys. But the widely reported steam did come in on Minnesota here. Let's see if you can do it today with New York taking on Minnesota. Yankees have won 10 of the last 12 against the Twins. Yankees have won 14 of their last 18 on the road. The Twins have lost 11 of their last 15. They almost made the valiant comeback there yesterday. I'm going with the Yankees on the run line. I can't help myself here on some of these prices today. Lots of comments from you guys in this one on the chat. Let's see what's going on with Cash Kane says Yankees on the run line with the Judge Homer today. Roberts on the over in this one for sure. Fernando on the over. Yanks and over. Lots of over. I'm with you guys for sure. But hey, you have to subscribe to know for sure. You have to subscribe if you want to see it in writing. D-Money's on the Yankees here. Shannon's on the over. Justin says, give me the Yankees on the team total over. Line legacy. Yankees running line. Like I said, I think the Sharps are on the Twins here in this game. I mean, I'm no expert. I just try to pretend I know who the Sharps are on. And, well, the move is on Minnesota. Is that because every Joe Square like me is going to be on the Yankees? Probably not. Or on Minnesota, I guess, would be the way to phrase it. But I'm going to take the Yankees here on the run line. All right. Nobody need, don't even need to watch this show. I've got Square City here with me, but not going to do it right now on the Twins. No way. Angels here. Soriano going in this one. He's up against Brandon Woodruff. Soriano here, 30 starts, 4.13 ERA, 1.38 whip. Coming in for Woodruff here, 11 starts, 3.32 ERA, 0.96 whip. Also for Woodruff here, 194 batting average against. Soriano, 310 BABIP coming in. Brewers are 9-2 with Woodruff on the mound so far. The Angels have struggled over the last month, barely hitting over 200. Brewers, meanwhile, pretty solid month at the plate here of late. Soriano's been getting shelled overall, and Woodruff pretty solid. Maybe he's been a little bit, not like when he first came back from injury, but he's been very, very solid here right now. I mean, the Brewers should get this one, shouldn't they? For Milwaukee here, they've won 4 of their last 6. Angels have dropped 5 straight, 6 straight on the road. They're 2-5 last 7 games against Milwaukee here in the interleague series dating back to last season. So let's see what you got in the chat here with these two. Angels taking on Milwaukee. I'm showing Milwaukee right now at minus $1, probably $2 actually. The total 7.5. Okay, here we go with Action Jackson. Says he'll take minus here. He doesn't care what the something is. Cash gains on the Angels. Justin says Woodruff over on his strikeouts prop, or ramp it up, actually. Fernando says take his Brewers here, lay the run line. Shannon's on the over. Jimmy's on the run line here as well. I'm taking another run line today. Man, I'm laying 4 run lines on this card, and I'm taking the Brewers to crush over the Angels tonight. Jimbo's doing it as well. Let's do it. All right, and run line for Action. Good to have Action Jackson here today. All right, Rangers and the Astros. Jake DeGrom on the hill going up against Christian Javier in this one for DeGrom here. 28 starts, 2.82 ERA, 194 batting average against, and 229 BABIP for Javier. 6 starts so far, 4.78 ERA, a 1.29 whip, 216 batting average against. Javier trying to return into form here and help Houston in the postseason. For the Rangers here, look, their situation's pretty clear. Got to win right now. They've lost 3 straight, and Cleveland right ahead of them is on a winning streak. So not only do you got to catch, because you're probably not going to catch, Seattle here right now, especially with Houston in the way. So you're just trying to get that wild card spot, and man, you're not. Lost 3 in a row here. So Houston has plenty of motivation to stay ahead of them. Let's see what you got.
Steam play.
Got them steam coming in right now in a game between Baltimore and the White Sox. The steam just came in on the over. I already like the under in that game. So I said, well, I'll have to go under 8. Might go back up to 8.5 right now with Wells and Perez. Steam to the over just now with Baltimore and the White Sox. All right, let's take a look here. Continuing on with the matchup, Rangers and Houston. Houston's won 4 of their last 5 games coming in. Rangers have actually lost 5 of their last 7 on the road, although they've won 13 of their last 16 coming in. 11 of the last 14 games between these two teams have gone over when playing here in Houston. We know that we've seen a lot of unders from both these teams, but the trends would say over right now. Houston's gone over in 5 straight coming in. The Rangers have gone over in 5 of their last 7 games coming in right now. let's see how you have this one. Texas has been hitting pretty good over the last month, batting nearly 270, while Houston's hitting under 240 in the last month. Javier has had some struggles here of late. And Houston, they haven't been terrific at home, but you got DeGrom favored on the road, $1.25. The total, 7.5. Let's go to the chat here in this one. Robert has the over in the Brewers game up there. Thank you, Robert. Cash Kane says Rangers run line. SF Niner likes the Rangers. Robert's going under in this one, and so am I. Probably, but like I said, probably be a premium from the numbers, but the trends have me off of it as far as the premium's concerned. Astros for Nuki. And I'm going to try the under once again with Texas and Houston. Might be against my better judgment here, actually, because, man, that's a lot of overs here of late for these two teams that have been kind of under teams all season. The Marlins are on the road taking on the Rockies. And, well, we talk about every game here on a Wednesday for Miami here and Weathers. He had a good start last time, right? 6 starts now, 2.73 ERA, 207 BABIP. Everyone used to make fun of Weathers. It's only been a few starts. We'll see if he's really coming back here right now. But Miami's kind of struggled out of the pen, so we'll see. Rockies have been pretty strong with the bats at home for sure. With Colorado here, they've lost 9 of their last 10, including 6 of their last 7 games at home. Miami's won 5 of their last 6 games coming in, although they got the win here yesterday. Probably can do it again, but gosh, $1.55, $1.60. They're still 30 games better. You think of these teams, I kind of compare them because they came in the league at the same time, but that was a long time ago. But Miami's still 30 games better than the Rockies, no matter how you look at it. And Brown's been, what can you say? I mean, McCade Brown's been a kind of a laughing stock so far for a lot of people with 9.88 ERA coming in, 2.1 the whip. He's lost all 4 of his starts so far. So what are you going to do here in this one? I'll just go to the chat, see what you guys have. Miami's gone over in 6 of their last 8. And here we go. Marlins run line here for 9 legacy. Robert says, I got to go under this big number. SF Niner says, those Rockies bats. They are not bad, right? At least here. I'll go over in this one with Miami and Colorado. Give me the over tonight. In this one, it went over yesterday. I'm going to try it again here today. All right, let's continue on with our final game tonight. One more here for the Phillies and the Dodgers. Hey, the Phillies are going for that sweep after coming back on that Dodger bullpen yesterday. But Blake Snell's in here tonight. 4-4 record, but a 2.79 ERA, 2.47 batting average against for Jesus Luzardo here. 14-6 record, 4.03 ERA, but a 3.32 BABIP. For Philadelphia here, they've gone over in 8 straight games. The Dodgers have gone over in 5 of their last 6. However, the widely reported steam did come in on the under here. I think that number was wrong that I had up there with that total. But it's definitely 7.5 over 20. I might have just hit the wrong number there. Maybe it was 8, though. But like I said, the steam did come in on the under here in this one. So let's see what you got. Let's see if you're okay with that, because Philadelphia, I mean, they're hitting nearly 300 over the last month. Dodgers are hitting over 250 in the last month. These bullpens have been getting shelled for sure of late. Phillies, though, man, they're on a roll here right now. And now the Dodgers also pretty good against left-handed starters. We know that. Dodgers are 10-4 in the last 14 games at home. They've won 6 of their last 9. Phillies have won 6 of the last 7 against the Dodgers and 8 of their last 9 games overall. Will Philly punt this one? At this price, man, how hey, if they didn't lose last night, why would they want to? Why would they lose tonight? And we know Snell's been pretty good here of late. Let's see how you have it. Let's see. Jimbo's on the under back there. Jimbo's on the Phillies here in this one. And SF9er says the Phillies get the sweep. Cash Kane says take the Phillies on the run line. I'm going to pay a pretty hefty price there with that one, so I couldn't do it, but minus $1.70 or so. Shannon likes the over here. Nuke says you got to take these Phillies. They're having a good time sweeping these sad sack Dodgers. D Money likes the over here. Phillies sending a message here. It feels like right now, give me the Phillies tonight over the Dodgers. That's it for the baseball segment. Thank you, everybody. Great participation in the chat today from the All-Stars. And it'll be a great baseball card with that morning action coming up here in just about 2 hours. All right, let's go to the WNBA tonight with a couple of games here and try to see how it goes with the series here. Oh, Timothy Hawk, nice to see you in there today. Bobby Mack was on the Dodgers' first 5, and SF9er likes the over. And so did Timothy. All right. Great, you guys. Appreciate it. All right, let's get ready to go to the playoffs here in the WNBA right now with the Phoenix Mercury taking on the New York Liberty tonight here in this one with the Liberty favored by 2.5, maybe 3 here right now, mostly 2.5, I'd say. In fact, we better adjust it back to 2.5. Here with the Liberty and the total 159 in this one. Okay. The Liberty leading the series here, one game to none, as they got that win on the road. A little bit of a stunner there for Phoenix to lose that first game. Now they've got to go back. Could the Liberty be that team that, you know what? They've had injuries. They didn't fight the injuries very well when Stewart was out and then Ionescu was out, and that, wreaked a little bit of havoc for sure for the Liberty this season, and it forced them to play from behind and finish in the 5th seed. Now, Brianna Stewart is on the injured list here with a knee injury, but you got to wonder. I have to think she'll make this lineup. I think the line does reflect her status here right now, so we'll see, but feels like she will make this game, it feels like to me. So let me see what you guys have in the chat. I'm going to look to the total here in this one. We've got Justin here with the Mercury. Make sure you're checking out Justin over on the 2-3 Zone show there. He does a great job with that in WNBA coverage. Mercury Moneyline for Cash Kane today. Natasha Cloud over a points prop for Justin. AT for a triple-double, says SF9er here. And Cash Kane says, I think he's saying Phoenix gets it done and gets it back here in this one. Cash Kane likes the over. I like the over, you guys. I like the over. Liberty and over here for Jimbo, and Robert is on the under here. All right, Justin said he had a great performance on the 2-3 Zone show there yesterday. Yes, he did. All right. And I'm going to go with the over here with Phoenix and New York here in this one. All right, let's take a look at the next game here right now with the Lynx taking on the Valkyries right now with the Lynx. Oh, man, the Lynx are favored by 10.5 here. Wow. They crushed the Valkyries last time. Maybe the Valkyries have they've met their match here this season going up against the Lynx here with the top seed. But you know what? Of the 5 games they played this year, the Lynx have won all 5. The Valkyries did cover 2 of those games. It just happened to be the 2 games at home. So they've been strong. We know the injuries have piled up here for sure. Now, it says at Valkyries, they are playing this game, and I think Justin will tell you in the chat there, they're playing this one in San Jose here because of the Labor Cup going on right now at the arena for the Valkyries. So they've had to move this game to San Jose. That's fine. It'll still be a raucous crowd. It'll give them a little bit of a different feel here in this one, but definitely not in their home arena. They'll still be the home court advantage crowd wise. Maybe could help the Liberty of the Lynx a little bit, but we'll see here. See what you guys have. Valkyries, Tiffany Hayes is out of this game. That is big news for sure, and maybe one of the reasons why Lynx are still 10.5. It's another tough injury here for the Valkyries, who've had injury woes all season, yet still made the playoffs. Probably have the coach of the year in Natalie Nakasi. See what you guys have in the chat here in this one with Minnesota and Golden State here. Minnesota trying to wrap it up in 2 and move on to the next round. But like I said, at least the Valkyries covered them both. Let's see what you got in the chat. Valkyries first half, money line for Cash Kane. Why is it only 150? Yeah, because, that's the Valkyries. They do play the low. Oh, he was talking about the Liberty game there. All right, Valkyries first half for Justin. And let's see here. Justin says it's San Jose, about 45 minutes away there. Let's see. Under for Jim here. I don't know. I don't know if I'm going with that. I think it's SF Niners at Natasha Cloud there. Over 8.5. Oh, ramp it up to 14.5. Cash Kane says they'll still have that home energy. Yeah, Natisha Heidemann. Gotcha. Yeah, SF9. What am I thinking? Natisha Heidemann. See, but that's how you think. I'm just going through the motions here a little bit. Bad job by me. Okay, but I'm going over in this one with Minnesota and Golden State. I'm going over even in the Golden State game here tonight. Give me the over in this one. Robert's with me on the over here. I've got 2 overs on the show or my picks. All right, that's going to do it for the basketball segment. Enjoy those playoff games tonight. I just want to tell you, we do have Sean Fox here tonight. Now, Sean is a basketball expert, NBA, and WNBA especially. So you want some live NBA playoff, WNBA playoffs? Is anybody really running a live companion stream? Even though Sean will keep you up to date on the baseball tonight. If you want to try some live WNBA betting, tonight's your night. This is WNBA playoffs just underway. Sean Fox, that's one of, I'll say it. He ain't going to at me. It's one of his specialties. So you're going to want to catch him tonight on the show. He'll be doing some live betting for sure tonight with those WNBA games. So make sure you're joining him on the show. All right, that's going to do it. Hey, there's 2 games in the Major League Soccer tonight, Columbus and New York City, LAFC and Real Salt Lake, 1 game in Mexican League. There's 6 Champions League games today with some pretty good matchups, Atalanta and PSG. You got Chelsea and Bayern Munich and Atletico Madrid going up against Liverpool. How about this blockbuster of a card here today with the Champions League? All right, Jerry said over on, but I did go over on both games there. All right, let's run the contest, and I'll have some Champions League pick. I went 1-1 yesterday. Had an under in a game that went 3-3, I think, but who won that other one? All right, let me run the contest here. And don't forget, follow me on winnable.com/Ramon. Get more plays from me today, including Major League Baseball here in just a few moments. I'll be sending the plays out here before the top of the hour, probably for the early card. So join me over at winnable.com. Use the promo code STEAM to save 20% off the premium pick packages from me here. So, all right, let's get ready to run the contest right now and take a look here. With who do we got? How many people are signed up here right now for the 22 of you have commented so far today. Does that seem right? All right, let's go. Here, run the contest. See, the winner will get 1 month of the plays over at Winnable. Use the promo code WINNER at checkout to get my plays for free. Here we go. Trevor, 9 Legacy, Action Jackson, D Money, Joe, W, Jimmy, Philly Eagle Flyer, Justin, the winner is Fernando Mendoza. Fernando may already be signed up. If he is, I'll try to tack on another month. Make sure you just let me know, Fernando, if I don't do it right. So really appreciate it, guys, and appreciate you joining me here on the show. Fernando, thank you for all of your contributions as well, time and time again. Really appreciate it. And I'll root for those Brewers unless the Padres play the Brewers. It'll be me and Fernando. Bayern to win here, says Philly Eagle Flyer. Fernando agrees. SF Niner may like it -0.5. Let's see. Thank you, Justin. Appreciate you doing all that work at this time. Jimmy likes, let's see. Shannon didn't see his name in there. Hope it was in there. And thank you to Nuke. Thank you to everyone. That's going to do it for the morning steam. We'll be back tomorrow, 9 a.m. Eastern, 6 a.m. Pacific, or somewhere around there for more morning steam. Make sure you join Mikey Money. Hopefully he's made another. Hopefully he'll be on the air after I already ruined his show. Ruined another show today. Hopefully I won't get fired from this job too. So really appreciate you guys joining me here and saving my behind here. Otherwise, who knows? Maybe I'll have to go be a TikTok handicapper. All right, that's going to do it for the morning steam. Don't forget to join Mikey Money, 6 p.m. Eastern, 3 Pacific, for pre-gaming. Get you ready for the primetime action tonight. And also, don't forget, Sean Fox will be along after that at about 7:30 Eastern, 4:30 Pacific tonight. Remember, those WNBA game tonight starts at 5 o'clock. So he's going to have live betting action in the WNBA. I promise you that tonight here on the Sports Money Network. For the Sports Money Network, I'm Ramon Scott. So long.
For the morning steam, it's time to break one for cover. That's gonna cover, that's gonna cash. Then we make the 100-yard dash to the window. I don't know what you thought. It's Ramon Scott running so hot. Sports make money and we make money with sports money every single day. NFL, NHL, NCAA. Stay away from the juice, we might play a parlay. It's the morning steam. What? Ramon Scott. Sports money. What? Wake your ass up and let's get to